Hi, and welcome back to Map the Maze. So, Tough Love continues. I do have some really interesting interviewees who I am trying to get time with, but for the moment, we're going to finish off the Tough Love series. I've only got 3 left, so next one, negotiation skills help. So this one's tough because when I'm working with people, particularly if there has been a lot of negative emotions, a lot of anger, a lot of pain, a lot of rage, it is very difficult for people to accept that they will be negotiating. And what I most often hear is, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They did this terrible thing. They said this terrible thing. Therefore, I don't trust them. Which I get. Yeah, I couldn't really be more human. The challenge is mediation is a negotiation. And in most jurisdictions, there are really only 2 ways to get arrangements resolved. One is a negotiation, a settlement of some type, or the court will tell you the answer. In a lot of jurisdictions, that second process, getting the court to tell you the answer, is really expensive, can take a long time, and can be really emotionally grueling, physically grueling, resource-wise grueling for the parties involved, and particularly if they have children, for their children. So whilst it's nobody's ideal, it is still better than the other systems. In negotiation, one of the big challenges that people have is, A, they don't want to do it, B, that they haven't developed lots of negotiation skills, or that they feel really disempowered around negotiation. I would say everyone negotiates every day. So one way to look at it is every time you communicate, it's a negotiation. You're trying to convince somebody of something, whether it's factual or not, it's a negotiation. So you do have practice, you just maybe haven't thought about it. I think almost without doubt, the most difficult negotiation skill I see, and we could talk about negotiation theory maybe in maybe I'll do another podcast about negotiation skills, but the most difficult skill I find is listening. That people really struggle to listen to somebody who is, as we kind of describe them in mediation, the hated opposition. This is the person that has hurt you, betrayed you, has brought the relationship to an end, whatever it is very difficult to listen to that person. I would say it's critically important. That's the challenge. That hard as it is, the better you are able to listen, the better you are able to understand their perspective, what their priorities are, what they might be willing to concede on, what's just a preference for them. The better you're able to listen and understand, the better the negotiation will go. That if you can listen, you will have access to information they may not have, because they may not be able to listen. So listening to somebody isn't agreeing with them. It isn't saying that what they want is right. It isn't saying that you forgive what happened in the past. All listening is about is empowering you to be in a better position to negotiate. Because if you can understand the difference between somebody's priorities and their preferences, you can find ways to come up with options, proposals, packaging proposals, which meet your needs. Because you will have preferences, you will have priorities, as we talked about last time. And understanding the difference between those for yourself and, really importantly, for the other side, is what makes negotiation effective, what makes it work. So the mediator will be there to help you to do some of that. They can help you to focus on, well, what was some of the information that we just heard? Or what was it that they said about this? What do you think is important to them? But the reality is, at the end of the day, you know this person much better than the mediator will ever know, either of you. And so you have the inside knowledge to be able to really listen to their words and get a sense of what's going on. So I would say, tough love, brush up on those negotiation skills, and particularly, sadly, listening. Okay, not a fun message for Wednesday. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you next week.